Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, this is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the Afternoon Spoon Trading Forward. Their humble host, Jerremy Newsome, with another daily dose of immediately delicious brain food, reminding you to love life, and trade it. What is going on, folks and friends? Good afternoon. Rodrigo, Sybil, Joseph, Lenny, Mauricio, Alan, Stephen. Hello, hello, hello. John says, good afternoon. Eddie says, hello. Amy Blood is in the building. She says, hey, bro. What up, girl? Robert says, what a wild day. Today was a wild day. I'm going to 100% agree with that statement. It is a wild, wild day out there in the markets. Let's talk a little bit about it. What I'm actually pretty excited about, number one, is the fact that Robert Falco pretty much called the bottom of the day. And Menhar said it was a wild and profitable day. It was very intriguing, that is for sure. So the market gapped up this morning and absolutely pooped its pants. And then it took its pants to the dry cleaners and came all the way back, almost all the way back. So you got a really good bounce. This was one of the trades that Robert played in the morning day trading room. And it was just a really, really good trade. So when he set it up, the trade looks like this. So he had a limit buy at 311.76 with a stop at 209.76, so $2 stop loss. And then boom, right, get triggered in, and then she bounced. You had the most glorious hammer of all time right here. Look at that hammer. I mean, look at this hammer. This is perfect. The low of the day, 310.69, 310.71, and then boom, 310.68. Taking out those people by a penny. Coming in to blast off with a hammer of Thor. Really nice hammer. And then you get a bearish candle with a little bit amount of volume. Should continue selling, right? Doesn't continue selling. And then bang, closes above that candle. So now all the bears are trapped. That's where, Robert, we increase the stop loss from here. We move it to here. And then you guys all know what happens from there. She rampaged higher. So that was a really, really nice trade on SPY. Good job, Falco. So realistically, the SPY, I mean, we threw in a nice lower shadow. We bounced off the 10 EMA, and I really, really do like this candle. I'm not thinking this is going to happen because honestly, folks, it would be too easy. But one can hope. One can hope. If we close above the high of today's candle in the next 2 days, Bull City is here. I'm just going to keep holding any kind of bull trade. I'm just going to keep holding. I'll probably get into some more. What's really impactful about this candle is look at it. Boom, boom. Super similar candles, back to back, almost at the exact same price. So if we do break above that, it would look nice. Joe says, would you consider today to be a bearish engulfing pattern? Kind of. I mean, it is engulfing the body of yesterday. That is true. And it does have a nice amount of volume. But really, I just kind of think it's a retest. I think it's a pullback. And I love the trend. I love the chart. And I'm excited for it. So if we close above the two candles, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be trapped, a lot of bears. I think we're going to go higher. So that's the SPY. Here's the Qs. The Qs still look incredibly strong. Hashtag Amazon. And here's the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is relatively boring. So here's the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart. We're trading sideways, right? So the Dow Jones is really, really, really sideways. And then the IWM is also quite sideways. So the Qs and the S&P offer you the most directional moves right now, in my opinion, and the overall market, if we do close above the high of today in the next 2 days, which would be Friday or Monday, then I do indeed think we're going to simply continue just a little bit higher. So again, those are just my thoughts and opinions on the market and what we can do from here. So we did get triggered into all kinds of trades. We have a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and dive in because I'm going to keep this exactly at an hour this time and not go over. So here we go. SWCH. This is Switch Incorporated. And this is what my mom would make me get anytime I was bad when I was a kid. Switch. Trend looks good. Here's the weekly chart. And the weekly chart overall looks like it's slowly going to climb higher. right? You had a phenomenally bearish candle over here on a weekly chart, almost a Marbozu candle. And we closed above that over here. We retested this over here and we have continued up. Very nice, picture perfect morning star reversal on switch on the weekly chart. So I would assume that we're just going to continue higher. Mike and Tracy said, I'm too young for that. I might be too young for that, but my mom isn't. I had to pick my own switch, guys. Come on. It was brutal. Jeez. Yeah, Matt says I had to do that too. I would always get like the weakest, most feeble of sticks. One that, like, you know, just drop it on the ground and it would break. So yeah, switch. Honestly, I mean, this daily chart, it does look bullish. So if you requested this one and you're excited about it breaking out, I think it could easily continue higher. I heard there were some people in Zscaler, ticker symbol ZS. This is one that we looked at for a long-term options trade. And the long-term options trade on Zscaler was a leap because the trend just looked so bullish. And this is a phenomenal, phenomenal candle. I heard my buddy Edward is in a call and his target is 150. He has a January 2021 call. So really, really nice trend. It's a great gap. It looks good. This is a retest gap. So Edward, just keep in your mind that you could get something like this, but overall the trend looks really nice. Next on the list is INMD, in mode, and in mode is very sideways. Very sideways. You did have a relatively bearish close today, but apparently I can't go bearish on anything. So not going to go bearish on in mode today. And I mean, it's a good close. It looks like it would be bearish to me based on every signal, but I've already tried an exact pattern like that on Bluebird Bio, and you guys all know how that worked out. So INMD, really good bearish candle. Interesting to see what happens. Going to keep an eye on it and just kind of watch it. But for the most part, I don't have any particular trade on this one. I don't have any position on it. And it looks more bearish than bullish, but this market can be a little tricky. Can be a little tricky with the 100 simple. All right, so I'm going to wait on that one. Tracy said it could be a good bear trade for tomorrow. It definitely could be. If we gap down on INMD, so if we take out this support and kind of gap down or break down here and start showing some bear strength, I absolutely agree. It could have some really, really good bear strength overall. Here's Tesla. And Tesla, you ready for this shocking announcement? It looks like it's ready to go higher. Oh boy. Tesla. Oh man. You know, the 450 puts are looking really good. Those are October 450 puts, but earnings is in July. Apparently a lot of people think that Tesla is going to just do terrible on earnings. All I can say is this, my friend, on this point, anything is possible on Tesla. Anything. Anything is possible. Any number you want, I mean, it is all possible at this location. I truly do not know what Tesla's going to do, but it's going to go higher. So that's really it. The trend is bullish. The dips are coming in. They're just not very big. So you got a dip yesterday on a 30-minute chart and an hourly chart, right? So the 30-minute chart pulled right down to the 50 EMA. Here's the hourly chart, and the hourly chart pulled back, and you got a beautiful, beautiful hammer candle on the hourly. So overall, the trend is great. I know it sounds crazy, but it just looks to me like Tesla's about to continue higher. It's crazy. Vinny says, and didn't you call Tesla bullish a while back? Where are the haters? I know, man. Where are the haters? They're bankrupt. That's where they're at. They filed bankruptcy because they're bearish on Tesla. You can't be bearish on my boy Elon. What are you doing? So Tesla, a bull trend. Don't short it. All right. Next on the list is IDEX. IDEX. And IDEX, what is this doing? Ideanomics? Ideanomics. Ideanomics. I don't like it. The only thing I possibly see is maybe a double bottom. Robin Hooders are all over this one, says my boy Edward. Well, that's why they're Robin Hooders. Best case scenario, get in above the high of this candle and a stop loss here. Let it trade sideways and maybe go higher, but I don't personally see anything on that one. So moving on. All right, next on the list is Coca-Cola. What is Coca-Cola doing? Wow, Coca-Cola is just chopping around. I did some back trading on Coke today. Coca-Cola. I mean, it's Coke, you know, so take that in consideration. You know, what will be amazing is if it really comes into here. I mean, this would be a phenomenal buy low spot at 40. Because that would make the relative low that everyone in the world wants the market to make. And it would be Coke. Coke's not going anywhere. It's at the 200 simple on the weekly chart. We can see what happened last time it came into the 200 simple on a weekly chart. I don't have any position in Coke and probably never will. It's a little too blue chip for me. But what's interesting on Coke is you do have a very, very nice, really pretty pennant pattern. So if it breaks bullish, go bullish. If it breaks down, I wouldn't short it. Just look to buy it at a lower price on ticker symbol KO. I have a trader asking for Zoom info. I'll put Zoom info on the list for tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, being Friday, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the last day of the open house. If you don't want to be the last day, you don't have to be. You can join us if you want to. It's pretty cool. All right, so here's what I got next. Next on the list is TWLO and TWLO, TWLO. TWLO, ladies and gentlemen, in all essence, is pretty much text message marketing. That's what TWLO is, text message marketing. So TWLO is doing what people would refer to as going higher. I think that's the term the kids use these days. And this stock is not going down, at least as of right now. So if you're looking at playing it, be long. Jason says it's lit. Lit. Get lit. Yeah, it's a beautiful trend. It's amazing. Robert says these cloud stocks and tech plays are getting outrageous. This gap may never fill on Twilio. It's amazing. I mean, this is incredible. I agree on the outrageous piece, but it is, I mean, sky high. Sky high. So, I mean, the thing is, if you just go back in time, it's really not massively different than what it did over here. You know, so this trend can be like this for a while. So I guess just stay long until you get stopped out. I wouldn't be loading the bottom right here. Mike says, what day did you enter? I'm not in Twilio, but if you're going to enter, it would have been after this hammer candle, the most obvious hammer candle of all time, right there. That's where you would have entered. Hammer, entry there, stop there. If you don't get in there, here's your new white soldier, right? On 15th of June, entry here, stop there. If you don't get in there, there's another hammer, or there's a bearish candle, take out the breakout of the bearish candle, or here's your double bottom, retest the double bottom, which is right there. Or here's your new white soldier from over here. All kinds of places to get in. I'm not in Twilio because I can't be in everything. I don't have that mad to long money. I can't be in everything. Jay says, I would use an 8 EMA and sell when it breaks below it. There you go. And you can also use the 10. You can use the 8, whatever you want. Here's the 10 EMA right there. So, yep, trend looks good on Twilio. Don't be bearish. Looks bullish. Next on the list is DraftKings. And DraftKings, it looks interesting. I can see some people trapped on DraftKings, definitely. Definitely, because you had 4 bearish candles in a row. This candle closed below this really, really nice bullish candle right here. You closed below it, and then you immediately got a 1 white soldier. I think some people are trapped on DraftKings. So I'm gonna begin to plan a swing trade on this one. We'll come back and look at it tomorrow. Let's see if it can pop, lock, and drop it. Maybe pop, and then we can see if we can pull back. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It does look interesting. It had a really, really nice run, and it's just resting for the most part. So DraftKings on the list for tomorrow. Next on the list is Shake Shack, SHAK, Shake Shack. I don't really see much on Shake Shack that I love. Don't see much right now. And again, their hamburgers are only okay. Just throwing that out there. Of course, their milkshakes are delicious. Everyone makes good milkshakes. We all know that. I'm just saying, in regards to their hamburgers are only okay. Their French fries are only okay. They're generally, the charts, whatever. I'm not blown away by anything right now, so we can just pass on this one. Robert says, Jeremy has never met a milkshake he didn't like. It's very true. Other than the one that I paid like $35 for in Australia. Other than that one, because it was just milk. All right, next on the list. Next on the list is NOC, Northrop Grumman. Guys, Northrop is getting absolutely rampage right now. Now, here's the thing. This is a pretty strong blue chip stock. I don't have any position in it. But if you're looking at taking a position in it, it is coming into a buy low spot. Look at this trend. Really, really nice trend. So I would just add small size here. I don't have any signals to go long or anything like with call options or whatever, but this is a lot of volume on NOC. This is a lot of volume. This is the most volume since earnings, and this is a blue chip stock. I bet you tons and tons of noobs shorted this one today. This is the confirmation, they say. This is the breakout. This is where you get in short. So the newbies are shorting right here, and my overall assumption would be it's probably a long at this price on Northrop Grumman. Again, no position on it. I won't take a trade on it, but if you're looking at it, look to play long and small size. Guys, Virgin Galactic had a move today. This one had a legit move. We had a trader who mentioned this one in the morning, and I was not impressed, and it just gapped up and just kind of kept on going. So I made absolutely $0 on Virgin Galactic today. Zero. But that's not going to last for long. So let's change that perspective. And let's get ourselves some call options on Virgin Galactic. Let's see, what kind of call option? Give me a few quick seconds. I'm thinking we might even be able to do an absolute zero August or September. Let's go check it out. Give me a quick second. All right. What do we got on Virgin Galactic? November 25, maybe? November 25 is 380. 380. So you could buy, if you have a $1,000 risk unit, you could buy 2 of them with no stop at all. But maybe you don't have to do that much. Let's pop it over here. Go to the daily chart. Oh, wow. That's a huge gap. $3 potentially. $3 with a stop at $1 could be legit. Or maybe just buying at 3. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep an eye on Virgin Galactic to most likely snag a little bit of a pullback with some call options or shares. Is up to you, obviously, but I would probably just go out of the money, $25 November, buy some time, and it's, hold up until earnings and sell when earnings get here. Because their earnings aren't going to be good. I mean, they can gap up on earnings. That's totally fine, but they're not going to have good numbers. I mean, who's buying a rocket ship ride into space right now? Even though COVID doesn't exist in space, so maybe a lot of people will go up there. Stay healthy, right? So anyway, look to buy a dip. If you want to play Virgin Galactic, you could do $25 November call options. They're not very expensive. And buy it on a pullback around $3, $3.20, $3.10, something like that. And hold up until earnings and then sell right before earnings would be kind of my perspective on Virgin. Again, if you want to play the shares, you can as well, but hashtag buy that dip. Okay, Juniper Networks, JNPR. Juniper Networks. I don't have BIDU on the list. Let me put BIDU on the list for today. Juniper. Possible double bottom, good volume, very nice morning star reversal pattern. The only challenge is you have the 200 simple right in front of your face. So if you're playing this one, look to do one of these guys, let it break out, retest, and then buy that dip on JNPR. Welcome to JNPR Radio. I like the double bottom perspective. Let it break above and then buy the retest at 23 if you're looking at playing Juniper. I don't have any position on this one. It doesn't really light a fire under my shoe, so I'm going to wait and let it do its thing. Lily, I will put Bazoon on the list for tomorrow. All right, next on the list is BIDU. So BIDU got triggered in, and we had a bullish stop limit on BIDU today. So BIDU says I entered a buy order stop at 131.45 and it executed this morning at open. What should it have been? Thank you. You should have entered a buy stop limit. So you did a buy stop, which is a stop market order, which means it goes live as soon as the stock hits that price. What you want to do is a buy stop limit, which means it fills at the limit price or lower. So BIDU did fill at 131.45 today, and we're in it, team. So we'll see if that works. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it will. Here's your moving averages. Moving averages look good. This could be a really, really nice trade if we take out this candle. So if we break out and stop running, BIDU could be nice. I'm not saying it will be. I'm just saying it could be. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll see. All right, LMNX. So very, very nice hammer candles coming out on this one. So LMNX is about to get itself a limit buy with a stop loss here. 33.82 buy, I guess we could just do 29.82. And this one, moving averages, long terms. Yep. There we go. 32.82 by 29.82. LMNX swing trade. All right. Upin says, I couldn't find the video on how you set up TradingView. Huh. Let's go find it and send it for you, my friend. TradingView, indicators, real life trading. Boom. All right, here's the video for it, my friend. There you go. Took me 4 seconds, saved you a whole hour, I hope. Love saving people's time, man. It's all about time. I love these daily hammers. All right, long. Boom, boom. LMNX, real life trading. Bam. Look to get in on a pullback on that one. All right. So today, 7/9/2020, LMNX. Looking at pulling back 32.82 with a stop loss at 29.82. And looking at doing some shares. I think it's a great trade. Is there any gap on the chart? Yes, there's a gap and go. Gap and go, open because not traded yet. Put that into Slack, pop it over here, boom, boom. New official OFFICIA swing trade. Jay says, made like 9 hours on UPWK. Awesome, man. Upwork has been a beauty. Speaking of Upwork, UPWK, look at this monster. Again, what a phenomenal Bollinger Band squeeze breakout. And all of you guys got this trade set up because I made an entire just free stock review about this particular trade. So if you subscribe to YouTube, you most likely are in this particular trade. And at least I hope you are. It was just the most no-brainer setup of all time. I have a lot of clients in Upwork, a lot of traders, a lot of real life trading people are in Upwork bullish. It's just a beautiful trade. So Upwork looking good. If you want to sell, 1775 could be that price. But otherwise, yeah, nicely done on Upwork. Okay, MGM. Man, I'm still going slow and I think I'm going fast. All right, let me go faster. MGM, ooh, it's low. What's this candle? 1532, 1523. That's a very interesting hammer, but the 100 is right in front of our face. Oh, man. You know, that's a good setup. I won't be in the day trading room tomorrow morning. I have something I need to do, but if we are looking at going bullish, yes, sir, Matt, I will. This is how I would play it, but I'm not going to personally play it because the 100 is right there. I might day trade this one, just really quick in and out type of a situation. It's kind of like a boom, boom, pow kind of a play. But I do like the candle. I really like the hammer. I just don't love this 100. But some pressure is coming in for sure on MGM. All right, Dick's Sporting Goods, DKS. Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, I don't have any position on this one. I'm going to personally wait on it, but if I were buying it, I'd buy it around 32. You have a really, really strong retest gap. Dick's Sporting Goods has ran up very, very fast, but it's still a retail, and you know how bad retail's been recently. So it's up 150% since March. Let it pull back 25% into that 32 spot if you're looking at playing Dick's Sporting Goods. You can see the 100, 200 symbol on the weekly chart around 36 and 35. And on the daily chart, you can see the 100s right there anyway. So that's the spot that I like the most on Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for our biggest winner of the day and or week and or maybe even month and or potentially quarter. Roku. Now, if you were in the afternoon trading room at any point in time in the last 3 days, type it a 6 if you remember me very clearly saying, guys, Roku's about to break out. Watch it every single day this week. Sybil's a 6, Scott's a 6, Amy's a 6, Josh a 6, Terry's a 6, Doug's a 6, Chief's a 6, Lenny, Nancy, all 6s, Rick, John Thaxton, Big Rich, Victor, Tanya. Because again, we talked about that on Monday. We talked about that on Tuesday. We talked about that on Wednesday. This gap was a perfect gap on Roku. And we had some traders make legit life-changing money on Roku today, which I'm so happy about. So if I just scroll up here just a little bit, give me a few seconds. So I know Chris Short is absolutely destroying Roku. Lauren made an R on Roku as well. Angela made 2.75 Rs on Roku, 13.5 Rs for the month. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Angela is older than I am. Right? Amazing woman, incredible, fierce, confident, profitable, just a magnificent trader. Let me kind of scroll up here. Let's see. I'm just trying to go. I forget who said, where was Steve Hoff's message? I don't want to scroll too much. Steve Hoff made 8 Rs on Roku. A lot of people made some big money on Roku. It was really, really great. Phenomenal trade. And man, just a gorgeous, gorgeous gap. Wonderful, wonderful open. Look at this open. Look at this. I mean, this open on Roku is clearing above all these things. And I did set up an official day trade on this one. I just happened to miss it by 6 cents. No big deal. Really good setup, great trade, missed it by 6 pennies. I'll live. And it was a great, great, absolutely wonderful play. Incredible gap. And ladies and gentlemen, here's how we can play Roku from here. So Scott, are you still in this covered call? Robert says, if you watch the advanced series, you got in at like 100. Yes. If you watch the advanced series, the free advanced series on real life trading, I did a wave count and I told everyone, hey guys, this is what Roku is about to do. And I went on to do a wave count and I said, this is what Roku is about to do. And a lot of traders got the hint and they bought Roku at 100. The 100 was almost the exact low of this particular move. You got 101, 102, 103, 105. You got this inverted head and shoulders, tons and tons of capabilities, a lot of opportunities, but it's not over. It's not over. So Scott's most likely going to get called away. Here's what Real Life Trading Australia and also myself and a few other people are looking to do on Roku. All right, so here's the plan that a few people are looking to do on a pullback or pretty much just the next 2 or 3 days. So a lot of traders are looking to sell an $80 January 2021 put option. Right, so selling a put in possibility of potentially owning some shares. So you do not want to do this trade unless you are absolutely financially capable of owning at least 100 shares. So if you don't mind potentially owning 100 shares of Roku, you can afford to own 100 shares of Roku at $80. You can sell a put if you want to own 100 shares of Roku, right, at 80 bucks. Now, this particular put sale would bring in, let's see, 80, about $4. Okay, so this will be a $4 worth of premium. And then going to look to go long 170 January 2022 call options. 170 is about $4 grand is what I'm looking at trading it. Let's see, protective, so long calls 170 January 2022. Again, if you were here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or anytime last week, I was already planning on the 150 call options, right? We were already talking about that particular leap. So this is what I'm looking at. Tracy says, can you just do the 170 calls? Of course. So this is just what some traders are doing on a pullback over the next 2 or 3 days. I think that Roku is on the verge of breaking out. I think this is a phenomenal gap. I'm not saying it can't pull back, but I'm thinking if it does one of these guys, if you have a long enough time horizon and you want to play some positions on Roku, great. A lot of real life traders have shares. A lot of real life traders have put sales. A lot of real life traders are in on Roku. And again, Lenny says, I need to learn about calls and puts. I have a class and a course on it that's literally free, ladies and gentlemen. All this stuff is totally free on reallifetrading.com. It's all free. I teach you all about options everywhere. So go learn it. Advanced Trading Series 2020. Leah says, can I place the options? You can. Yeah. So this particular long call, I'm looking at doing a limit buy of around 38 is where I'd like to get it. Roku will have some kind of pullback at some point. If it gaps up again tomorrow, it can run. But I'm going to be watching Roku for the next few days and weeks. And Victor says, what's a good price to buy shares on Roku? Down here would have been great for some shares. Otherwise, follow the pink line, my friend. Buy a dip on Roku. And again, guys, please go watch the Advanced Series. The Advanced Series is really good, especially this Elliott Wave program. It's really, really solid. Oh man, I feel like I should just go back to this Roku wave count. I already know where it is. I know exactly where it is in the entire class. Let's hear it. I wonder if we can do this. Here's the daily chart on Roku, and pop into the daily chart. This is sick. And if I'm looking at this daily chart, oh boy. All right. Back to the daily. Let me just clear this line. Give me 1 second. I'm doing all this on a trackpad if you guys are impressed. Okay. Trackpad Newsome coming out the gate. So we have this gap to fill. It very well could fill that gap. We already talked about this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already got that earlier. Lucas says, I'm starting to buy from 105. Nice, nice. Oh. And again, you can just do so with small size, folks, right? You don't have to load the boat. Buying at 105. You guys hear that? But yeah, if it breaks above 114 on Roku, that would be a little bit more bullish in my opinion. So again, all I'm saying is, could you begin at this price, have a general idea based on some of the things I'm starting to say, that you could go, you know what, let me just start buying 5 shares here, and I'll buy 5 shares next week, and I'll buy 5 shares next week, and so on and so forth, right? Could you do that? Absolutely. And would it be an okay idea to come up with some waves and come up with some theories and come up with some angles and some possibilities? Like, yeah, this might be a good time to do that. And the answer is, of course. Because at this particular stage, right? So Lucas, remember, just last class, you're like, man, I really wish I was there in class when Jeremy was giving me one of those ideas that could be a big, big home run. Here it is. 3 years ago. Boom. That's not bad, right? That's relatively pretty clear. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Whoo! Come on now. Come on. Now, again, if we go into, I go into the exact wave count back here. So that part, that particular part is here. I'll go back a little bit. Becomes a 1, 2, 3, and we take out that high. Do you know what you could do from there? I would argue, absolutely. And could you come up with a pattern and a plan and an idea? And then you could go, oh, wow, maybe this is a 1, 2, 3, or maybe this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But either way, both counts lead to higher highs. Would you agree? Oh, man, dirty. So good. So good. Do you want me to replay it? Should I go back? Anyway, here's the point, folks. I do stuff like that very frequently. Very, very frequently. I give people some really good insights because I spend a lot of time working on these charts and grinding through the analysis. I would love everyone here to trade with me. You are in the afternoon swing trading room right now. So again, I do my best to host this as frequently as I possibly can. And that's usually Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern. And I do record every single program. The afternoon swing trading room by itself, folks, if you work full time, if you have a job, if you swing trade, or if you day trade, or if you do options, or if you do credit spreads, or if you do long term, I can do all of it. A lot of traders realize that this is a request program. You can just pop in here at any point in time and request whatever stock you want, and I will go in and look at it and talk about how I would trade it, talk about what I would do it, and if I love it, then I will go in and take that trade with you, or we're all set up together, whatever the case is. It's $199 a month. That analysis on Roku that you just watched in the free advanced trading program that's on YouTube and our website, we've been doing that on Roku since then. So I would love for you guys to sign up. It's $199 a month. It's not expensive. If you want to do the entire year, it's $19.95. Vinny Patel, get in here. Sochi says, I had a 7.84R day. Sochi, congratulations. Very well done. It's time to get in, folks. It's Thursday. We have 1 day left. All you need is one solid winner, just one really, really good trade, and it makes all of your investing an actual possibility. It makes it something that could happen. It makes your financial freedom and your financial future something that's obtainable, but it takes time, it takes understanding, it takes work, it takes discipline, but I can at least help you. You're gonna pay, you have the ability, absolutely, to pay for the investment. It doesn't come down to the money. For 95% of you, it's not about the money. It's just about the time. And I realize that. But as you all know, anything is a priority if you make it a priority. Anything is a priority. You all have the time to do whatever you want if you absolutely care about it. And I care about this stuff. That's why I'm in here every single day as often as I can. Okay, so that's pretty much it. DT1 says, can you go over how you managed your vary trade today? There's not a lot to talk about now, man. That was just an easy trade. So Veritone, sure. So we got in bullish right here. This is when the breakout happened. I held it all afternoon until this candle comes in. I missed the target by 4 pennies. And then when it came down and popped, I increased the stop from where you see it to this pivot right here. And then I exited at market at 1533 right there towards the end of the day. That's pretty much it. So that was an $800 trade for anyone who has a $1,000 risk unit. If it's a $100 risk unit, you had 87 bucks. It was an official trade. Almost everyone played it the exact same way. John Axe played it. Hey, John. Nicely done, buddy. So it didn't hit our target. Yes, we missed the target by a few pennies. It could have been a little bit of a better trade, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So it was a nice trade. So Veritone, that's what Veritone is. And that's Roku. I think you all are going to enjoy what Roku is going to do over the next few weeks and months. I'm quite bullish on it, and I'm excited to see this one start flying. Okay, Kelly says, can you talk about the weekly options newsletter? Is it weekly options? The weekly options newsletter is weekly options, yep. We send out a options trade setup twice on Tuesdays. So Kelly wants me to talk about the weekly options newsletter. Here's the weekly options newsletter. So it is 2 times a week via email. It's directional call or put options, so it's both. And I give you all the information that you want. So the most recent weekly options newsletter was First Solar, and you guys all know how that happened, right? So here's what the most recent weekly options newsletter looks like. Give me 3 seconds. Why is this not working? All right, right here. So the weekly options newsletter, this is it. So we emailed this out. Everyone got it. We got stopped out on CGC, but this is the setup. This is what it looks like. Buy to open. I give the exact strike price. I give the exact stock. I give the current bid and the ask. I give the exact price to buy it. I give the stop loss. I give how much to risk. I give how much shares to buy per contract. I give you the chart. I give you the target. I give you the time frame that it should trigger on. And here it is. Steve and West are both asking about the tracking and the trades. What's the track record on the trades that you take on options? So Steve and West, I'm sure you guys can agree that I can't track every single trade that I talk about, but all of our trades that we make official are logged, and these are all the results. They're okay. They're all right. You can eventually make money if you trade. Our win-loss ratio, 51%, swing trade wins and losses. Win-loss ratio in day trading is 47%. Credit spreads is 90%. Here's the number of trades, and here's the amount of R's over all time trading. So that's it. So again, if you're just here to make money and just take the trades and you don't really want to care and you don't really want to learn, cool. There's a lot of other programs that you can do the exact same thing with. I'm more of a trader. I'm not really a just stock provider. I don't want to just sit there and just feed trade ideas all day to every single person. I actually like trading. I enjoy it. You know, so I'm not here to boast about a track record. Oftentimes in the trading room, in the trading floor, and whatever we're doing, I'll track the worst performing position. If I know someone got in and they got stopped out earlier than I did or whatever. But you have the ability to learn. You have the ability to grow. You can make money trading, guys. It's absolutely possible. It just takes practice. And it takes discipline, and it takes consistency. So, yeah. Like on this trade, I won't track this trade right here because there's just too much time. It's too hard to track. My advanced traders will make money on it if they want to. My newer traders won't take it, and we'll all learn together. Victor says, can you look at the ZTO swing trade? So here's the ZTO swing trade. We're in it. Victor says, can you still place the order? I messed the order up. Yep, you can. So you can definitely play ZTO. It's still set up, ready to go. 37.36 by, should be 34.76, I believe. Yeah, 34.76. So ZTO is open. That's a swing trade that we did get filled on today, and you can still set it up to get filled. Still looks nice. Sure, guys, I'll just answer whatever questions you have in the chat, man. Let's just do it that way. It's easier. What price would I buy BABA? I would buy BABA lower. I would buy BABA lower. Wait for after the split and then go buy BABA. So buy BABA on a pullback after the split. GoDaddy. All right, GDDY almost came into our top portion of our pyramid. I didn't quite get there, but I wanted it to. So now I'm watching GoDaddy for a very, very aggressive swing trade based on this hammer candle. I'm a big fan of GoDaddy. I know exactly how this company makes money. I really like this hammer candle. Keep your eyes on GoDaddy. Kohl's, I'm just reading the chat pane at this point, guys. You guys want to talk about what you want to talk about? I dig it. Kohl's daily chart hitting the 100 simple moving average. I would get in bullish if it closed above the high of 22.50. Uber, UBER is still very sideways, but I do like the gap up that it had recently. Here's a 30-minute chart on Uber, and it does look like it is playing out for one of my setups. So I'm going to give this about another day, but I'll be looking at going long on Uber very soon for a official swing trade. Most likely, it'll be next week, Monday, Tuesday. But the pressure is building on Uber. I do like the gaps that it has. It still isn't a downward trend, but I really, really, really like this hammer candle-ish looking thing. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on Uber. It looks really pretty. I do agree. So Uber looks good for a bullish trade. All right, next on the list that you guys are requesting in the chat pane is APT, Alpha Pro Tech. I don't know anything about this company, but it looks like a COVID company. Alpha Pro Tech, if you're looking at playing it bullish, get in above there, stop loss right there, and just look to take the trade long. I'm not personally going to be in this trade because I feel like it could gap down 45% at any given day for whatever particular reason. But if you're looking at playing Alpha Pro Tech, sure, trend looks bullish. McDanny says the Leap Roku trade, what price are you selling the put for January? Limit of $4.50, Manny, on that one. Natalia says, could you please send your trades in the Slack chat? Done, Natalie. Here's the trade on the most recent official swing trade is right here in the Slack chat. I will tag you in it. Let me go over here and say, Natalie. So here you are, Natalie. There you are. Bam. Okay, perfect. Next person. UPenn says, I missed INMD. I'll do it again. INMD doesn't look great. I wouldn't do anything with it. Move on. Doesn't look awesome. Daniel says, SLQT. SLQT. We're probably going to get stopped out on this one, most likely. Had a good chance to get in bullish. It gapped up. It faded. Probably going to get stopped out and lose an R on select quote. Hopefully we don't, but most likely we will. AMC Entertainment, phenomenal hammer candle. Love the setup. Looks absolutely brilliant. I would most likely get in bullish there with a stop loss right there. And fundamentally, the trade looks terrible. The company looks terrible. The chart looks miserable. But daily chart, that actually looks really, really nice. I like that setup on AMC, and I will make that official. AMC swing trade. Let's say AM, not D, AMC swing based on technicals and the daily chart. This looks good. Okay, long chart patterns. There we go. AMC, boom, boom, bang. Let me put this into Slack. Let me tag Natalie so she can have access to that chart. Okay, Natalie, here we go. Bang. Now let me go put it into the worksheet. Boom. Hope I'm going fast enough for you guys. Sorry to slow you down. 2020 AMC on the list. We got 471 with a stop loss at 394, and I will set that up. Oop, pop it over here. 394. I'm going to do shares on this one. And I think it's a great trade based on the candle, based on the gap and go. Open because not triggered yet. And there we go on AMC. Next, Lenny says, is the hammer on Micron good enough to you? I love the candle on Micron, but it's not a hammer. It's a high wave candle. Has a little bit of too big of an upper shadow, but I really do like it. Bouncing off the 200 something moving average. Morningstar, love the put sale, love the trend, love hammers, but that is not one. I do like the candle. I like this hammer. And I like the fact that it filled the gap. I really, really like the Morningstar off the 200. Micron does indeed, in my opinion, look bullish. John says, Robin 80. Robin 80. Red Robin Gourmet Burgers, is that what you're talking about, John? Not entirely sure what you mean on Red Robin or Robin at 80, but Red Robin looks like it's going lower. Luis says DT. DT looks absolutely fantastic. This is a swing trade that we got into based on this hammer and this inside candle right here. That was the triggering candle. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Continue higher. Pablo and about 9 other traders are still in DT as it looks absolutely serendipitous. Jovan says Beyond Meat, BYND got stopped out and got exited on Beyond Meat today. Looking for it to potentially continue higher. Maybe it trapped me today, maybe not. But I'm going to watch Beyond Meat very, very closely over the next 2 or 3 days. I took a loss on these 180 calls on Beyond Meat today. I exited those. And if we close above this candle, I'll consider getting back in on Beyond Meat. But for right now, I'm waiting. Variance is TRMB. Trimble trading sideways. Wait for a breakout. GoGo, GOGO. We missed it. We're most likely not going to get filled. We can cancel GoGo, Fedor. Good analysis, good call. So go ahead and cancel that one into your brokers, ladies and gentlemen. No need to wait on GoGo. Doesn't look like we're going to get filled at 296. We missed that trade by a penny twice. Michael wants to look at Zoom Info. Zoom Info, very nice hammer on Zoom Info. I like that one a lot. I've played 2 hammers on Zoom Info before and one-on-one, lost on one. So what I'm going to do is let this break above and then I'm going to buy the dip. Zoom Info, I'll put on the list for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, and Zoom Info looks good. All right, Hector wants to look at Pfizer. Pfizer, PFE, doesn't look interesting at all. Move on. AMD had an amazing, 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 amazing candle today. Absolutely gorgeous hammer. So pretty and really outrageously amazing. So congratulations for everyone who made some money on AMD. It was pretty much everyone who trades with us frequently. AMD was an amazing, amazing trade. Alan says, Jeremy, which of your services would you say is focused most on credit spreads? The afternoon swing trading room would be great. All right. John and Joe Anderson wants to look at INSG. INSG, very nice Morningstar candle, nice hammer, nice bounce off the moving average. I love this Morningstar. I love the volume. Here's the candle, entry there, stop there. Very, very nice trend. We played INSG for a bullish trade last week, and it was really nice. So, looks good. Minhar wants to look at FTNT, Fortinet. Fortinet, trend is bullish. I think this is an all-time high. It is. So, buy the dip, and if you're in it, stay in it. Looks bullish. BAND, bandwidth, also I think is at all-time highs. It is. So I wouldn't buy it now, but if you're in it, just stay in it because it looks okay. I've already looked at MGM, but I'll do it again. MGM, bullish. I like the hammer. I would day trade it tomorrow, but I wouldn't swing trade it because the 100 is there. So if you want to swing trade it, wait for a close above the 200 simple moving average. LGIH, Vaughn wants to look at this one. LGHI Homes, monthly chart, bullish trend on the month. Weekly chart, nice breakout. Daily chart, buy the pullback. I'd like to pull back 92.28. Buy the dip. Trend looks very nice. All right, Daniel wants to look at ABIM, ABIM, nope, ABM. ABM Industries, no clue what this stock even is. Looks like it's going very sideways on both the daily and the weekly. If you're looking at playing it, it's obviously a little bit of a blue chip, longer term, very boring company. Buy the dip around 29.38, buy low, sell high, looks good. Chevron, I exited my bull put spread on Chevron. I exited with a loss on Tuesday. So I got out of that particular position. I'm glad I did. I should have bought some puts. I didn't buy any puts. The bear call spread is going to expire just fine, but the bull put spread, energy is weak, and it looks like energy is going to continue even lower. So I got out of my bull put spread on Chevron, and yep, looks really, really interesting on the weak bear side. Mark wants to look at Boeing. Boeing looks like it's going lower. So Boeing still looks weak. Give Boeing a lot of time. I'm probably going to sell some puts on Boeing again when it gets lower. But for right now, I'm waiting on Boeing. Again, it does look a little more on the weak side. I'm interested to see what it's going to do. I'm kind of waiting it out. But right now, I'm giving Boeing some time. I don't have any position in Boeing. Jackie wants to look at TLT. TLT looks bullish. Buy the dip, looks strong. I like it. ACI, Albertsons. Don't even touch it. Keep waiting. It is doing its thing. Danny says CDLX, Cardlytics. We looked at this one yesterday. And if you're in Cardlytics, Danny, awesome job. That was the setup that we talked about yesterday afternoon. And yeah, good gap up, good break above resistance. Nice looking move. Looks good. All right, Lulu and Etsy. LULU. Yeah, if it breaks out, be bullish. That's the trend. Here's Etsy, ETSY, Etsy. Everyone's staying home and selling masks. Be bullish on Etsy long term. Love the company. WYNN, WYNN. Wouldn't touch it right now. Wait and give it some time. Activision, Blizzard, ATVI going higher. Had a phenomenal breakout back on July 1st. That's when we analyzed it back in the afternoon swing trading room. Be bullish on Activision Blizzard. It's going to make new all-time highs this year. GAN, I like GAN. Just kind of wait, let it pull back and do its thing. Amy, you'll have to talk to me about that personally, but specifically, I don't think you'll be able to. GAN, nice looking trend, looks good. I would just say buy a dip, let it trend higher, and let it do its thing. But overall, be patient on that one. Looks amazing. Here's NET, NET, great gap, great trend, great everything. Be bullish on NET, looks amazing. Love it, love it, love it long term. Love it, love it, love it. Walmart, WMT. It looks good. It's Walmart. Be bullish. Momo, M-O-M-O. Wait for that 100 simple to get a close above on that particular trade. I do agree with you. There is some bullish pressure building, but give it some time. Wait it out. NEM is one of our swing trades. I like the trade. I like the gap up. I like the moving average. We have a target 65.50. We're still in trade. I hope it goes higher. Let's see if it does. Top is not going to increase for right now. I'll stay in the trade. Cloudera, still in it. Really, 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 really love this candle. It is so good. Love this morning star pattern. If we can break above the high on Cloudera at 1275, we're going to hit 15 before earnings. I'm a fan of it. I am in bullish. I have a lot of shares of Cloudera, and I hope it goes higher. In-phase energy, we talked about buying the dip yesterday on this particular candle. Ginormous candle. I think if you try to play the limit buy of that candle, you might have missed it by a few pennies. So good try, and sorry you missed it, but I do like the trend to continue higher. SHIP is on an absolute storm to zero. Don't trade it. Don't do anything with it. It's going to go bankrupt or reverse split or be delisted. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. McDonald's, trading sideways, not doing anything, wait until earnings. Shopify, one of the most bullish stocks of all time. Don't be bearish, only be bullish. Shopify is going to go higher. Royal Caribbean, going to keep trading sideways. I do have a put sale at 25 expiring next week, which will expire worthless, but Royal Caribbean is most likely going to go a little bit lower before it goes higher. And if it closes above the high of today's candle, I'll be a little bit more bullish than bearish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to sign up now? Join in, get in. Here's the link if you want to do it. It's worth it. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't even know what stocks we looked at today, so it doesn't matter, but I'll put it in here. You guys want to look at what you want to look at, and that's totally fine. It's your show anyway, so why not? Let's go look at RIOT, iRobot, WPM. What do you guys want to look at? Come on, give me some tickers. I know you want to look at some more things than what we just looked at. OPES, sure. SE, Square, Starbucks. Yep, I like it. We can look at PING, SERV, Palo Alto, of course. Johnson Johnson, let's do it. Overstock, absolutely. Datadog, why not? I like it. Disney, sure. SHS, sure. NVIDIA, why not? NEO, okay. ANET, sure. Visa. Already have Riot on the list. DRI, work. DraftKings again, sure. WH, already have HMIX on the list. NVX, why not? Want to look at NEM again? Sure. UNFI, why not? Pinterest, okay. AMD, got it. ZNGA, cool. Texas Instruments looks pretty okay for right now. TNK is going to go lower, but we'll see. Fastest going higher. Wix, sure. Under Armour, great, got it. BRT, you guys are going too slow. Pinterest, all day. SPWR, love it. Awesome. Verizon, Apple, sure. Home Depot, why not? Text, why not? CINF, why not? TER, why not? This one looks good. Looks good. AOX looks great. Caterpillar looks great. Sure. Match.com, looked at it yesterday. We'll look at it again. Team, okay, perfect. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys rock. I'll see you all later. And until next time, which is tomorrow, love life, trade. You guys rock. Bye.